Welcome, Mr. Dilip, to my podcast.
Thank you,
I'm,
Anur.
I'm honored to have you. I only dreamed about it.
I am honored to be here and look forward to sharing my story with you.
Yeah, thank you. Would you please introduce yourself and tell your Toastmasters way?
Yes, so my name is Dilip Abayasekara. Dilip is like Philip, the English Philip, but it's a D-I-L-I-P. And I had been in the United States as a student and then later married, and I was working in St. Louis, Missouri as a chemist. My degrees are in chemistry. My initial degrees are in chemistry. And then my wife saw a little ad in the newspaper saying that a Toastmasters club was meeting there. I had always liked public speaking. In fact, in high school, I was in my debating team. And in college, I competed in oratorical contests and won some prizes because I love to speak. And I studied those who had given great speeches. It was like a hobby for me. But when I saw that there's a club here called Toastmasters and they meet and give speeches to each other, I thought I must go see what that is. And when I went, I just loved everything about Toastmasters. And so I joined. And then that was a pivotal point because my life started changing. I
Mhm.
saw the power of speech. I started competing in speech contests. And although I moved for different jobs, I always found a club to join. And then I wanted to win the World Championship of Public Speaking, not knowing there are so many other things to learn in Toastmasters. But for 5 years, I competed, um, reached the World Championship twice, placed second in 1992. Then I went into leadership. I attained what is called the accredited speaker for recognition of professional speaking level skills. And then while I was still working as a chemist, I started a side business on coaching people on public speaking and professional speaking and doing workshops, training workshops. I found that I just love to do it, and and then that became my business. So I left chemistry after 12 years as a chemist. See, this is the influence of Toastmasters. And then I was also coaching pastors on how to preach. And the bishop appointed me to a commission that looked at seminarians who were preparing to be priests and ministers. And then I felt God calling me to that. So I enrolled in seminary. I earned my Master's of Divinity degree. And then I was appointed to be an associate pastor and then a full-time pastor. And at the end of June of this year, I retired. So I had put in a lot of work in different areas, but always influenced by communication and leadership. These are the things that I learned in Toastmasters. And I found that they are not just for Toastmasters, they're just for all of life. uh, Communication and leadership. They are what are called transferable skills. What you learn in the club, then you apply at home, you apply in the community, apply at church or wherever you worship. You apply everywhere that it is for you for life. I think I'm a better husband, a better father, a better member of the community because of the influence of Toastmasters. So that is my story.
Wow, great. Such an inspirational speech. Can you please tell me when you joined? So, how many years are you in Toastmaster?
37 years now.
37. And which district are you belong?
I belong to District 38.
38.
That is Pennsylvania, some parts of Baltimore,
Mm,
one section of New Jersey. District 38. But I have been a member of District 8, where I started, then District 18, and then District 38.
Okay. So, can you tell me about your contest and championship a little bit more for maybe future following contestants? How they should to work on it?
Yes, so I had heard about the World Championship. Actually, one of my mentors told me about it, and she told me that she felt I had the skills to be there and to go for it. And so I took it very seriously. I, those days, this was when I first started competing, it was in 1980. I joined Toastmasters in 1983, and in 1984, I started competing, and I won my district level contest. And then I went to the regionals, which is the semifinals of the World Championship, and I lost. So I was very disappointed, but I knew that there must be something I have to learn. So I kept persisting, and the next year I competed again. Again, I won the district, and I lost at the semifinals at the regionals. Then I took a year off. I was an area governor and a division governor, and then I went back to competing again. And again, I won the district, but I lost at the regional.
Mm.
So I started asking myself, what do I need to do to get past this? And that's when I discovered the power of finding mentors and coaches. I signed up for coaching from a professional speech coach. I spent a year studying under her, and she said, I will teach you to speak so that Americans can understand what you are saying. Uh, but you will keep your accent, but you will speak so clearly people will understand. And she worked on that. And then I also called world champions to consult and ask them to look at my speeches and give their recommendations. And so I entered a new phase of learning and growth. And so the next time I competed, I won through not only the district, but also regional, and became a finalist at the World Championship. And that's where I placed second at the World Championship.
Mhm.
And then the next year, I thought, well, second is not good enough for me. I want to go for first. So next year, again, I competed, one at the district, one at the regional, became a finalist. And then, but I didn't place in the top three, and I was very disappointed. And then a past international president who had been a great mentor to me, he said, Dilip, we know you can speak, but we need you in leadership. And those words resonated to me. And I thought, I have enough trophies. I have won enough. Now let me do something for the organization, for other people. So I went into leadership and ran for office. I won through, and I stayed in leadership all the way through international president. And then after I finished that, I thought, no, I don't need to compete anymore, but I can encourage and mentor and coach, which I have been doing for a long time. And I still do that. If I can encourage people, if I can mentor people, I'm happy to do that, because that's my way of saying, thank you, Toastmasters. You changed my life. Help me share that with others so their lives too can change. So that's where I am.
Wow, thank you. Uh, yes, after watching your winning speech, Love Makes Connection, I found even my internal problems. So it's due to your speech. I think I felt very sensitive. I was crying during the watching. So
Uh,
the power of word when speaker speaks from the heart.
yes, I'm so glad you shared that with me. Thank you.
Yeah. So any of audience, please watch Dilip's winning speech. I will put in the post where to find it. Okay, Dilip, I found that we do the same as you are in leadership and try to connect mentors, mentees. And I'm an Odyssey ambassador for District 108, especially for Russia and Kazakhstan.
Uh-huh.
And this is a free platform where all official Toastmasters can join, and even the ex-members can be mentor and have their network pair for cultural differences. They can connect, make networks. So, have you heard about Odyssey Project or no?
Thanks to you. The first time I heard it was when you emailed me and told me about it. So I went and looked in there. I was uh, I was amazed that it was organized so well. Yeah, so that's the first time I heard of it. Most people haven't heard of it here.
Yeah. Okay. So, with your background, with your huge amount of experience of leadership, do you have any suggestions, maybe ideas, how I can and all Odyssey members we can promote?
To promote the Odyssey project?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I think most people will not see why they should join it
Mm-hmm.
because I get calls very regularly from people wanting help, and I just freely give it. Uh, and they will say, why do I need to join and fill out forms and do all that when I can simply send an email and connect with someone who is willing to help me? So I think that's something you'll have to overcome. Uh, is the Odyssey project needed? Because in Toastmasters, we have an easy way to connect with people. I can find a club anywhere in the world, find out when they meet, send an email to the VPE and connect. Um, so you have to answer what is special about the Odyssey project? What advantage does it give? And share that.
Oh,
uh, Social media platforms or through Toastmasters, um,
speeches.
connections, yeah, speeches, connections, um, through Toastmaster networks, uh, connect with the district leaders in your district, in District 108,
Mm-hmm.
and ask them to include information about it in their district newsletter or in the district communications, and then send it to all clubs saying, hey, this project exists for all those who would like to take advantage of it. Here is how you can start, and send the links. That's what I would suggest. Also, get testimonials. There are people who have already benefited from the Odyssey project.
Mm-hmm.
Ask them to write a short paragraph or send a video link uh, talking about how the Odyssey project helped them, and get the word out that way. People like to hear about other people's success at using something that will give them the desire to take part in that also.
Mm-hmm.
So these are just some ideas that, yeah. But don't make it difficult for people to join.
Mm-hmm.
If they have to spend 10 minutes filling out a form, might seem like a lot of time for them to spend when they can simply send an email to someone who can help them. Like, what is the difference? Give some advantages, describe the benefits, and people will then start responding.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, thank you. Mm, I marked on my mind. So, what about for new comers, Toastmasters? Can you give any advice or maybe guidance, wisdom for them?
Yes, my advice is to just immerse yourself in the opportunities that Toastmasters offers. I just jumped into Toastmasters. Like, I liked everything about it. Uh, and then as soon as I could, I started speech contests, because in speech contests, you find you're sharpening your skills. You're not just an observer, you are a participant. Uh, Become a club officer. Within the first 6 months of my club membership, I became a club officer. So then I started really learning practical leadership skills also. And then I found if I'm a leader, I get more opportunities to speak. And so I was communicating, sharing, and supporting my club. And then I got to know my members, and I realized that every member of a Toastmaster club can teach something to me. Everyone can teach something because everyone has something to offer. Uh, so throw yourself into the opportunities, start your pathways, get into leadership. If all the leadership positions are taken, look for leadership position that you like and offer to help the club officer who is in that leadership position. For example, if you like marketing, talk to the vice president of marketing, vice president of public relations, and ask, how can I help? I'd like to be on your team. Or if you like education, how can I help you, vice president of education, do your job? Uh, if you see the presidency as something you'd like to do, I'd urge you to first get to know the other jobs, because the president has to support everyone and encourage them to do their best. But it helps to know those jobs. So immerse yourself in it. Then go for area conferences, district conferences. Go listen to other people compete at the area level, at the division level, at the district level. And when you get a chance, come to the international convention. Next year, it will be in Anaheim, California. I know not everyone can afford to come, but if you can come, or if some people from District 108 can come, then they should come and then take the learning that they get there and take it back to Kazakhstan and Russia and share it with other Toastmasters. Don't keep these secrets, learn and share, learn and share, learn and share. And as you share, you become better at it. So in my first few years as of being a Toastmaster, I went to every district contest, every division contest that I could go to, and I went to every district conference. I went to regional conferences. And then, of course, I was fortunate in that I was in the United States. So from 1992, I've attended every international convention. So I discovered that when you become a Toastmaster, you become part of a worldwide network, and you have friends in 145 countries now. Okay, so I can go anywhere, almost anywhere in the world, and send an email to people I know saying, I'm going to be coming there. I would like to meet some Toastmasters. For example, when I went to Hong Kong, I wrote to Toastmasters there and said, I'm going to be there for 2 days. Is there a club I can attend? So I attended a club and I made new friends. You make friends all over the world thanks to Toastmasters. So it's skills, it's relationships, and it's expanding your life.
Okay. Okay, thank you. The last question. Can you tell me about the work ethic and the ethical leadership? As you have been an ex-president of Toastmasters International, in briefly, because our Zoom is finishing.
Okay. All right. Why do you ask about ethical leadership? Are there some issues that you see happening?
I think while inside of the Toastmasters, I think that some people have their nice, good characters and behave others. And I think that all of us improving ourselves and how you managed
Okay,
to
yes.
overcome it. Mm-hmm.
I think the Toastmasters leadership model is that of service leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that we are in service not to become great ourselves, but we are in service to serve others. That's what leadership is about. Leadership is influencing to help raise the lives of other people.
Oh, mm-hmm.
Service, so it's a service-oriented mindset that we learn in leadership. How can I serve you? How can I help you achieve your goals in Toastmasters? And when you win, I win.
Mm-hmm.
And if you fail, I have failed in providing the service that you needed. You follow what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes.
I got you.
So Toastmasters has an inverted pyramid. You know, the pyramid, it goes like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people think when they rise in leadership, they're going up and up and up. But actually, Toastmasters has it inverted. The higher I rise in leadership, the more people I support.
Ah,
You
okay.
follow what I'm saying? Take that and invert it so that now the greater your leadership position, the more people you support. And so that is the concept of leadership in Toastmasters that I learned. And that the higher you rise, the more humble one has to be.
Mhm. Okay,
Right.
thank
Right.
you very much for your time, energy, and your contribution to the world.
You're
Uh,
very welcome, Ainur.
yeah, hope to see you soon. Thank
Yes. Keep up the good work, and I'll be cheering for Kazakhstan Toastmasters.
you.
Okay.
Okay.